take it out. And then you take my right hand and take it out and open the door. Because I don't trust these police. I don't trust them. How can you shoot a man in the back? In the back. Not one time, 7 times. That made me think of my nephew. I got nephews from 7 to 8 to 13 to 14 to 16 years old. That made me nervous, man. That made me cry. I mean, you understand what I'm talking about. Like Fred said earlier, what if that was your son? First thing you're going to do is call him. But I'm telling y'all, man, you got some company in your family, nephews, cousins, you better talk to them. These police ain't playing. A lot of these teenagers, they take this stuff, they think it's funny. It's not funny. I'm serious. My son is 24 years old. He just had his first kid. I want him to live to raise his kid. My time is almost up. I'm 60 years old, but I'm still going to fight. You young people, man, y'all got to start fighting with us. It's time to start fighting back. You got to fight back, guys. You got to fight back. George Floyd died May 25th. Kobe Blake died on the 23rd. What's that? 3 months. 3 months and we back to this again, man. And it makes me angry. I'm ready to die for my people. I'm 60. I live half my life. I'm good. I had a good life. It's time for some fight.
Right. It's on the
I
ground.
went through the system. I got jumped on by the police. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6. 6 police that jumped me. They won't let my mama see me. They won't let my daddy see me. They won't let nobody see me down that hill. I go to prison. It is what it is. I got a background. Same thing. Prison is like a plantation. It's a plantation. They tell you when to go to sleep. They tell you when to go to bed. If one guard don't like you, he'll come to you and lock you up. Do 65 days in the hole because of the color of your skin. Because you stand up for yourself. And that would always got me in trouble in my mouth because I'm going to stand up for myself. I'm a black man until the day I die. That's right. I'm not afraid to fight you guys. But you guys got to get behind this brother Stretch. I got to get behind him. I got to get behind him. It's time, man. It's time for us to start coming back. The brothers, Carlos, 1968. What did they do? Black this, black left. That was 1968. And we still fighting the same fight. We shouldn't be fighting in 2020. You want to color my skin? Just because they Black Power signs up in the Olympics, they won a gold medal. They didn't get the gold medal. They sent them right back home. And when they got back home, they treated them like crap. Because they stood up for their people. This is the Constitution. It's not enough for it, man. It's not enough for it. You got a voice. Talk. Just give the platform. Let your young people get behind this brother, man. Get behind this brother. Because I'm going to tell you, man, if something happened to my son in Ohio, I'm going to be on the first plane. And I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm going to die for my son. I'm going to die for him. Y'all here, you must care. You must care. Teach these young kids that these police is not playing. You got young kids at home, tell them. Tell them. You got a teenager just driving a car, tell them. Tell them. Please, man. Please tell these people these police ain't playing. And this president, he just throwing wood on the fire. He's throwing wood on the fire. You know what I'm saying? Look at the white boy. No disrespect. I got white friends. I got white friends. My best friend. But how can a white guy kill 2 black people and they walking down the street and they pulling away? He walking in front of one of the police car. He backing us. Then he killed 2 people. A 46-year-old man and a 20-year-old man, I think. And then they put him in a police car and give him 2 bottles of water. What if that had been me? Or my son? Another young black man. You think that it did that to that black brother? No, do you think that it did that to that black brother? That black go to another city, they come talking about he's going to help with an AK. You know what he's going to do. The riot, the same riot happened when Kobe Bryant got killed. I mean, shot 7 times. Those was white supremacists. They was dressed in all black. They put black shoe collars around their eyes so you couldn't see them. They the ones who's tearing up all that stuff. You want black people. You want black people. They was white supremacists, but they always want to blame it on us. Man, y'all gotta wake up, man. I'm tired. I'm tired. Is y'all tired? Y'all gotta be tired. You're here. Y'all tired? Yeah. Man, y'all get behind this brother, man. Get behind this sweat. Thank you. Bless you a king. Bless you a king. Bless you a king. Bless you a king. A strong black king. A strong black king. A strong black king. A strong black king. Y'all, please make some noise, y'all, for Big Bless, y'all. So now we're going to bring up 2 of our National Action Network Las Vegas chapter members. I am the vice president, for those who do not know. I'm the vice president of the chapter here locally. We have our board members, our staff members out there, the liaisons, and the leaders of our LGBTQ. Make some noise, y'all, for that speaking minute. Make some noise, no problem. Advisors as well. And so, as I bring them up, I just really want to speak on just that's really important to me, because I think that within this fight, we have been divisive without knowing it. You see the post, right? Black Lives can't matter for gay people, but you can't have this, you can't have that. That is not only disgusting, it's dishonorable, it's disrespectful, and it's a shame on anybody. Black Lives Matter don't matter to them. Because to talk like that, you have to be seriously off your rocker. Again, Black Lives Matter, we are one body. And we know that people who are transgender and LGBTQ folks are being killed by police, and we ain't marching for them. We know that. There are thousands of black trans women who are missing, coming up killed, etc., and we quiet. And so when we focus on highlighting the names of that community, it's not their way of trying to break away, it's their way of trying to say, hell, I'm black too.
That's right.
Which they are. So we have to understand it. You can't be for one black life and not all black lives. You don't have to pick and choose, go away who we are. I don't care what you believe in, I don't care what your belief is, what your religion believes. That's personal. Our race is public. And within a public race, you will respect all black lives. Period. So let's make that known. Let's not walk away from people like that. We got to be mindful. We are all one people. So again, without further ado, now give the song Black Women Strong Man Talk. Come on, man.
Hello. I get to hold the bullhorn that Minister Stretch needs up there. How's everybody doing tonight? All right. My name is Nicole Williams, and we are both founder and co-owner of Vegas Women Pride, which is the only Pride LGBT festival on the West Coast. That's based here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We do a lot for the integrate black community, so we, again, are so honored to acknowledge us, for the dance community acknowledge us and what we're doing, and to have us sitting on this board, giving our side and pulling the communities together. So this was really important to me, and usually I speak from the heart, but I wrote down some things, so if I'm looking down, it's because I really want to get this message out, because it's very important to me, and I am taking this platform very seriously, that understanding why we are here and what we're doing, and what I'm looking for people to leave out of here with a better understanding on why there is an LGBTQ public affairs liaison division with an organization such as Al Sharpton's of the National Action Network. Okay? So we are black women that care about humanity. Our mission is simple, and as the National Action Network Board of Director co-chair for the LGBTQ and our marketing agency that we have now plans gay events. Learning about the separation gave me passion to stay and be an ally. LGBTQIA, ally. Our goal and focus for serving as co-chairs is to help educate as well as show the similarities of the injustice and current police brutality happening in the Black gay community. If we included the gay Black murders numbers with what's going on right now, they would be more than doubled within the Black community. The separation keeps us content and focused on one subject, but when you look at it in a whole, the problem is way bigger than Black men dying in kindness. And life history repeats itself. Fashion's fun. You see that always repeating itself. However, what we are seeing right now is the civil rights era repeating itself. But there was one difference, and I'm here to tell you that we need to have the Black gay community involved with this fight. The gay community, the Black Panthers, and civil rights activists are all working together. And I encourage and pray for our community that we do our research on who was all beside our leaders of Al Sharpton, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. We're all surrounded by very prominent individuals. No matter their sexual preference, you go do your research, you'll see. I also want to thank the President, Robert Bush, for the appointment, and I'm very proud to be the voice of the Black LGBT community. I am proud of Las Vegas, I will say, being from the city, that the openness of diversity and inclusion that we have here is very present. And I pray that the country follows and catches up with what we're doing in this town. If you are looking to be a part of the involvement of learning more about what's going on in the Black community, we're looking to help us to bridge that gap to educate. You can reach us at social media and info@vegasurbanpride.com. Vegas Urban Pride is our tag name on social media at Facebook and Instagram. Again, my name is Nicole Williams, and I'm going to give the bullhorn to Akima. I'm going to make mine very, very short. What I'm going to say is I am very honored to be able to be here, to know that I am gay, to know that I wake up every day with that, to finally see straight people realizing that our problems are the same ones that they also deal with, although we deal with it in private. People act like they don't see what is affecting them. I see Black gay people die all the time, whether it's by someone else's hand or if it's by stress, suicidal, taking their own lives because there is no one there to be able to hold their hand like it is right here. Everybody coming together and actually being able to say, hey, enough is enough. Today I am proud to be able to say enough is enough with NAS, enough is enough with Vegas Urban Pride, and to also stand with everyone out here today. So give you guys a hand of applause for being here with us and going through it.
Come on, y'all. King, you a queen. Nicole, you a queen.
Nicole, you a queen.
Strong Black queen.
Strong Black queen.
Everything they said, I echo, right? It's time for us to unite, stop separating the LGBT community from this Black Lives Matter, Black Liberation fight. Again, we are one, we the move is one, and unite. So again, we have one more speaker. We're going to close this thing on out. So, to get ready for our march. Now, it's a pleasure to introduce somebody by the name of Desi, some call, when she first said. She is a young, she met a lot of myself. She's also 19 years old. So I took a special liking to that, obviously, because I started at 19, and I didn't really have too many mentors when I was that young until I kind of met more people in the city. And so once I, discovered who she was, and of course did a fact check, make sure she was good, because when everybody reach out, look, you've been doing this for a while, you can't call everybody getting up out, you gotta move accordingly. COINTELPRO is still real. But once I knew that she was legit,
I immediately, didn't take her under my wing. I don't believe in that. I just took her arm, she took mine, we just flew together. So it's an honor to know this sister. She is so courageous to be so young. And it's possible, John Lewis is young. I mean, all three start young. We have to start young. So to see her fight, to see her passion, and she's a sister, right? Because we know that black women and women in general have always been the first ones on the front line, but they get no credit for it. Right? It was women that organized that Montgomery Boys Bus Cotton. But when the story went out, Kingdom saved the day. Right? But it was Joanne Robinson who put the first word out. So again, we have to stop, diminishing the she-roles and the herstories and the stories of these sisters. So give a strong, powerful hand to y'all, to Desiree, y'all. She's the founder, president of More Than Hashtag. She's also a proud member of We Never Lost Niggas, You Never Niggas, y'all. All power to the people.
Can I get a peace queen?
Peace queen.
All right, thank y'all for
right.
coming out here and supporting this movement. As you said, I'm 19 years old. I started an organization called More Than a Hashtag, simply because our lives need more than a hashtag. People will tweet hashtag Black Lives Matter, hashtag Justice for George Floyd, hashtag Justice for countless other names. But that's all they do. Our lives are more than a hashtag. So by saying that, we have to go out, we got to go in these streets, we have to vote, we have to go to city council meetings, we have to give back to our community, we have to patrol our community, we have to do all the things that we're tweeting about. Because when we tweet about, we got to be about.
That's right.
When I say tweet about, be about. Tweet about, be about. Who out here is tired of our lives being discussed as political debates? Why does our lives only matter when being discussed in political debates? Why is that okay? Why can't my life matter when I'm going to the store getting Skittles, walking home? Why can't my life matter when I'm playing with a toy gun? Why can't my life matter when I'm minding my business in my house getting waking up by guns shooting into my home?
Right.
Why can't my life matter then? Why is it just now 2020 that our lives are starting to matter? That's not fair. And it's never going to be fair until we go out here and do what we're doing now. We, especially the youth, because I represent the youth, especially the black youth, it's how we start. It's our responsibility to ensure that we are going out here, we're protesting, we're screaming, we're calling the city officials, we're doing our part. It is our responsibility to make sure we don't have to tell our children why they have to act a certain way when they see police officers. Why they're treated different from their white classmates, why they're treated different from anybody white. We have to make sure that that doesn't happen because we have to explain to our children when they see a social media video of a black man getting gunned down, why did that happen? Why is that okay? It's not. Now Jacob Blake, he has to explain to his children why he was gunned down in front of him. 7 times. Can you imagine that, having to explain to your children why they lived in such a messed up world? They had to explain why they were shot down 7 times in front of him? There's no justification for why a man was shot 7 times in the back in front of his own children. There's no justification. There's no justification for why Jorge Gomez was gunned down 19 times for simply going out there fighting for our lives. There's no justification for that. And if there was, we would release the videos by now. There's no justification as to why Myers Williams had to say, I can't reach 41 times. The body cam was turned up for 15 minutes. There's no justification for that. I don't care. They will say, they will figure out, pick apart black people on the internet, saying, oh well, they did drugs back in so-and-so. They have this, such and such charge. What were they doing at that moment? Why did you kill them then? Because they were black, unarmed. You see black, unarmed people as a threat. And it's time we start waking up. Stop killing our fathers, stop killing our mothers, stop killing our brothers, stop killing our sisters, stop killing us.
Dance, you a queen. Dance, you a queen.
Dance, you a queen.
Strong black.
Strong black queen.
Strong black.
Strong black queen.
All right, y'all, we're going to get ready to get started. I'm going to ask Obama to come join me real quick. Just a very sad news that the actor Chad Boseman played Black Panther. He died today from cancer. So we want to, we can pour a libation for our newly entered water. We're just going to lift his name up, have a moment of silence. Have some libation for that ancestor. Pray to God for leading him. Ancestors guide him, that he's blessed. Praying for his entire family. You know, and to all those we've lost in this struggle, to all those who played a very pivotal role. Black Panther was such a huge movie for our culture, so it's really appropriate. You know, that's the first time people watched it on TV, played the drums and everything. So that movie showed Africa in such a positive light, which it is positive. Even though they showed that with jungle money, it was free. You know, Africa was the freest places in the world. So we do want to have a moment of silence. That's a moment of silence for libation, and we'll continue with our service.
This is North Las Vegas.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Jorge Gomez! Jorge Gomez! Jorge Gomez! Jorge Gomez!
Oh man, I didn't know it was gonna be this.
Jorge Gomez!
Jorge Gomez!
Jacob Blake!
Jacob Blake! Jacob Blake! Jacob Blake! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
What do we want? Now! What do we want? Justice! What do we want? Now! What do we want? Justice! What do we want? Now! What do we want? Justice! What do we want? Now! What do we need? Justice! What do we want? Now! What do we want? Justice! What do we need? Now! What'd you say? I hear you. He's talking to you. I'm trying to get to the light. Say it again, sir.
No justice!
No peace! No racism! Police! No justice! No peace! No racism! Police!
No racism!
We're trying to make our point.
No
That's it.
justice!
No peace! Make our point.
No racism! Police!
Making our
Where's
point.
your mask? Where's your mask? Officer, where's your mask? Where's your mask? Where's your mask? Where's your mask, officer? Where's your mask?
Get your attention. Get your attention.
Officers, where are your masks?
Get your attention. One voice,
Where are your masks?
One voice.
Sean, listen!
One voice. One voice.
Fucking unbelievable.
We're not trying to cause no problem. We're just trying to make a statement.
They don't care about our lives.
But this is not hope. This few seconds. Let's make our statement. Few seconds. That's all. We making a point. It's a few seconds. This is the national movement. We doing it in D.C.
We can do it on the sidewalk.
We almost gone. Just a few more seconds. We're just trying to have a memorial.
None of these officers have masks on. None of these officers have masks on. Excuse me. None of them have masks on. None of them have masks on. Not one of them have a mask on. And they work for the city.
Release from 7 minutes. 7 minutes.
Ridiculous.
Two lines. Let's get 2 lines.
Not one of them have
Face
masks
this way.
on.
2 lines. Face this way.
Not a single fucking officer.
All right, y'all. Make some noise. Make
Wow.
some noise. Make some noise.
No masks.
What is the noise?
Not
All right,
surprised.
let me hear you. All right, so let's clear out. Let's clear out.
No justice, no peace.
We got 2 lines coming up. We're going to be doing this again. 2 lines this way. Let's move out. Who got the power?
We got the power.
Who got to do it?
We got to do it!
We just want to get them a little sample of what next week going to look like. Come on.
We pay your taxes.
Yeah.
We pay your taxes. We pay your taxes. Kill us. Pay y'all to kill us. Release that video. Take it to the streets, defund the police, no justice, no peace. Take it to the streets, defund the police, no justice, no peace. Take it to the streets, defund the police, no justice, no peace. Take it to the streets, defund the police, no justice, no peace. Take it to the streets, defund the police, no justice, no peace. Take it to the streets, defund the police, no justice, no peace. Streets defund the police, no justice, no peace. Take it to the streets and say, beat their fucking ass.
Let's go to the statue. Let's go. We got action items we got to give out. Come on. We're not going to waste our energy on them things. We're going to set it done.
We all right. We did our thing. We did our thing.
That's counterproductive. Let's get some action items. Let's do it. Come on, we got focus. We're not gonna waste our time. That's counterproductive. They got our point. Like I said, we got 2 more hours. We got to save our energy. Come on. So one thing I started doing years ago is we protest, we have our goal, we do what we do, we spend very little energy screaming at them. The reason they mean is counterproductive. Everything you say, that's politics, all that good stuff, it goes through here and out there. That energy, we can be strategizing because again, they doing the role. I'm not expecting a pig to quack like a duck. I'm expecting a pig to get down like a pig. So keep your energy, stay focused. When we take them streets, people say boom, move. We gather in the corner, somebody say move, move. When I move, you move. When I move, you move. Just like that. When she moves, you move. Just like that. When she moves, you move. Just like that. So we gotta respect structure because again, they waiting for something. You saw all the numbers, what was they hiding at? Right back there. When they come out the numbers, so again, this ain't the right location, right? We just wanted to give them a little sample. We got demo access coming up. Trust me, we ain't gonna say too much because we being videotaped, but we're gonna bring some town for sample. We gotta get in good trouble. So know that we will bring for good trouble. But we wanna be smart about it because again, the proper channels are not out here with us. So if they kidnap us, people who need to get us bailed out, they not aware, they not here. So understand, it's a strategy for everything I do. Trust me, I want to take the street and lay down and go to jail. We're going to strategize for that. This is just a little appetizer. Little appetizer. Trust me, it's coming. It's coming. They got the right one. But again, make some noise for yourselves on this historic march on Washington. So, we want to send forth a message. Again, we have to, somebody say, good trouble. Good trouble. Good trouble. Let nobody make you feel that by getting in the street or blocking traffic, that's non-violent. That's non-violent direct action. It's called civil disobedience. We have a legal right, we have a citizen's right to do that. So again, we're not gonna feel ashamed by that. We want to make sure we move accordingly. So they got the message, we're not done. We will continue to organize and strategize because again, this cannot just be a moment, this be a movement. So I need for all you guys to make sure you connect with us and organizers who are doing these events, and we have chances to come together, to organize and to strategize. We should pack meetings just as much as we pack these protests. Because when you think of the strategy, there's some things we just can't say in a protest, right? So we gotta be strategic. So we could be having a meeting and nothing on Zoom, but a private conversation. Make sure you come out so we can organize. So we can make sure we have to start doing so many actions underground. We can't always put a protest out or fly around publicly. They monitor everything we do. So again, make sure you're a part of this action. But I just want to lay down with some action items. If you enjoyed yourself on tonight, make some noise.
Who takes care of the pot? I do. You take care of this pot. I don't see you.
God bless you.
God bless you, man. I don't need the Lord, but you ain't taking care of this pot. All Pelican people.
We appreciate you. Bless you.
Don't fucking destroy this pot.
How y'all feel? Again, yo,
I should.
don't pay no attention to that, right? That ain't nothing but a distraction. We're going to continue. We don't allow the Karens and police to rise us up. We're going to continue to struggle.
I think
We're going to continue to fight. We're going to continue to organize. Because again, we have things to do. We have a role to play. We have goals to accomplish. So I want to encourage y'all tonight. I hope that this made an impact in your life. I hope that you continue to struggle for change.
Nobody's fucking with your heart.
I hope that we care about changing black lives as much as she cared about this part. Justice for this part, right on. May the grass grow green, may the trees fall, may the trees shine, make the concrete sizzle. And so, again, this part, maybe she loves the part, you hear me? But we love our people, we love community, we love justice, and that's why we are here today. We're not going to keep saying, get your knee off my neck, your hands up, don't. We have to show them.
Yes.
And we show them by applying the pressure.
Yes.
The greatest thing we can do is apply pressure.
Pressure.
We will have action, but we will sit in the street and we will fill the jails. Because we have to send forth a message. But that comes with strategy, right? That comes with having proper protocols and proper things in place. And again, we have to make sure that we're letting them know that it's time for change. Because too many officers profess to be good, but the good ones ain't speaking out. So at that point, I have to question what's your definition of good? You know, or great. You know, those words are interchangeable. Babylon, the great wasn't actually great. So again, what definition are they choosing to categorize the great by? Because how great are you when you're sitting quiet and protecting your counterparts? I had a black officer look me in my eye and told me if he spoke out against what goes on in the police department, he would lose his job. So we need to get to a world where integrity matters more than a paycheck. If he did the right thing, God will provide him a job. He will provide him with a business. He will provide him with abundance. But when you be a coward and you are afraid, you turn a blind eye. There was a black sergeant in New Orleans who literally told the officer screaming, stop, stop, stop. And they fired that woman. She was like 2 years from retirement, 28 years on the force, and just went down the drain. But again, this woman is now traveling across the country. People have funded this woman, so trust me, there will be people who will take care of them. We need them. We need the good people to dismantle that system by speaking up. And if they get fired, we need to have GoFundMes. When these cops kill us, they raise $500,000 for Kendall repair us. He don't got to work a day in his life. So when he got fired, it wasn't no big deal. He eating. We can raise $500,000 for the ones who say, you know what? When I joined this force, I didn't have the mentality I have now. Now I'm politicized. Now I know what consciousness looks like. And this system is dirty. I want no parts. I'm done. Here's my badge and my gun. Be well, go in peace. Them officers do that, we got their back. Because you did the right thing. But again, we have to do more than organize. Every Tuesday, my group New Era Las Vegas, we do a neighborhood patrol. I invite y'all to join us. We can't say defund the police because if the governor say right now, every cop stay home, most of y'all gonna be afraid. Most of us, deep in our heart, we want the police. I don't. I'm an abolitionist.
Yeah.
But again, I believe in a world we can create our own systems of policing. People can do it. Because you understand that the police arrived from being a slave catcher during slavery, and they would literally catch us and bring us back to the plantation. That's not a history I'm really proud of. So you need to imagine a world where it's bigger than defunding. It's abolishing prisons, death penalty. These things are immoral. You understand what I'm saying? Because again, they cut the Clark County budget by $1 million, but then gave the Metro $2 million yearly budget, which means they want to lock us up. Poverty, this neighborhood, this is not by coincidence, it's by design. Most of y'all came, you ain't saw a gym over here, you ain't saw a healthy grocery store, but you see gas stations, liquor stores, billboards, Newport 100 commercials, and this is by design. It's to get us to start and to kill ourselves off. And the officers, they kill the ones who not playing ball, who not throwing ball, who not Uncle Tommy and cooning for the white system. They're the ones they gonna smoke. The ones that they don't smoke, they say, you know what, we gonna go in and invest. Do you know that police officers get bonuses for arrests?
Yeah,
You know, there was an officer in Kansas. There was an officer in Kansas whose sergeant was busting his chops. Who was busting his chops about how his arrest count was low. This man got so desperate, a white brother got so desperate, not a brother, a white individual got so desperate, he literally planted a kilo of cocaine, which automatically 20-some years. Cocaine on this random black innocent man. This black man did 6 years in the penitentiary. He wait till the man gets 6 years, he had like 15. Wait till he gets 6 years, now he feel guilty. They release the man, officer get fired, he does serve no jail time, and then he do a commercial, some come I saw where they asking for forgiveness, now they hold hands, now they got it. Anyway, I don't know with that, but anyway, again, understand the system we're dealing with. This system is killing us by what we eat, our diet. So we say Black Lives Matter, we gotta mean that in our diet. We gotta mean that when we watch, when we're around, because they are seeking to kill, steal, destroy black, brown bodies. There's a war. Ain't no war on drugs, gangs, it's a war on us. Understand that. To the allies, we need our allies. Make noise for the allies. Come on. But as an ally, we need y'all to turn your entire world into a lifestyle movement work. If you only come into protest today and going home tomorrow doing the same thing, it's irrelevant. We need you to turn, I should be able to see black history in your posts. You should be educating your white friends or your non-black friends or whoever about this history, because again, black people are being killed because how they view us in this country is historical. To this day, we are still 3/5 of a human being. That has yet been changed. So you say, I'm a citizen. No, you're really not. We're supposed to be. We don't get treated like it. We're not Americans. American is a privilege. That's a certain behavior. They wouldn't have shot a white person. You don't never hear white people say, I'm a European American. Do you? They say African American, Native American, Mexican American, Caucasian. What they tell you? That's telling you who the American is. They own the house. We all just rent it. Newsflash, because black people in this country. We do more than sing, dance, skip, do Bojangles. We deserve to live. And so there is a responsibility on our allies to have our back. When they had a protest in Oregon, and our white allies surrounded that circle, the officer said, move out the way. What y'all doing? What? Why not just spray the crowd like y'all would spray us? So understand, there's power as hell being white. Utilize it. Our non-allies who are not white but allies, continue to stand as a person of color, continue to speak out. We all got the same struggles in our white family, but again, we band together, y'all. This is powerful. Look at this crowd, look at this audience. This is what it takes to bring down this system. Because you know change is coming when white people start standing up. All hell breaking loose then. I saw a white lady going, no, shut that up. I'm like, oh, go ahead, mama, listen, turn it up. That's what we need. And be patient with each other, because again, we all was at a place. 6 years ago, I didn't like being black. You called, if I'd have said, are you African or black? Oh, I thought I was a nigga. I'm proud to be a nigga. I was like, I'm a nigga. But when I got knowledge, somebody say knowledge yourself. Knowledge yourself. When I got knowledge of who I am and what I am and whose I am, my behavior started to change. So understand, be patient with each other, because we all don't really know. That's why it's important to come. People say, why do y'all protest for stuff like this? So again, make sure any protest you go to as an organizer, take a moment to educate the people and give them a word. Don't stand on the corner for an hour and a half going, no, man. Because again, people need to know certain action items. When y'all go home, if you have it, you should read the book, The New Jim Crow by Michelle Alexander. You should read the book, Brainwashed. You should read the book, Nobody by Mark Lamont Hill. Do not go to a protest and don't give people books to read. That is irresponsible. Knowledge is power. You should go home, you should watch Minister Farrakhan's speeches, you should watch Mark Lamont Hill, you should watch Dr. Fresh Cranston Wilson, you should watch John Henry Clark, you should watch these individuals to get your mind empowered. No matter what race you are. If you're Asian, you should be watching Grace Lee Boggs. Hispanic, Cesar Chavez, start studying these historical figures who fought for liberation. Because you don't know what happened then, you don't know what happened now. We got to become revolutionaries. Too many of us are reactionaries. We had a rally on June 5th. It had 6,000 people. Look at the crowd now. They falling off. They said it. They predicted it. Said 6 months from now, the actions will die down. These sisters like Desiree and Nikita and Lanashi, they're trying to show us that the fire ain't over. We have to continue to keep that fire lit. Because again, if we stop, that's what they want. And when we protest, let's get creative. Let's go into a gas station or a hotel or whatever and hold the action. And let's go into the governor's office and do a sit-in. That's what our ancestors did. They did sit-ins.
That's right.
And they sat in jail.
Yes, shut it.
Until they got their point proven. So we're going to make change. We have to make sure we start structuring this like a true movement. We are at war, and if we're going to win this war, family, we got to stand up. As I said earlier, it's go time. This is not the time for you to be afraid, to be scared, to be intimidated. Stand because you know that we standing with you. Have courage in your spirit. Again, All of us have had ancestors of every ethnicity that will tell doing the right thing. So you don't have the luxury. Somebody say, I don't have the luxury. I don't have the luxury to be afraid, to be scared, and to turn a blind eye. And I say this because going to a protest to me, that's step one of many steps. The next step is researching ways that we can change the conditions and applying the pressure. Don't leave here thinking again that voting is your end all be all. We need to go put in some work in the voting box, but again, we voting, and we getting in our cars, driving on E. We voting, going home, don't got food to eat. We voting, my father's still locked up for a drug charge, my mother's still on crack, so again, it's way more to do than just vote. That's like the least thing of our problems. The solution is unity. Because in our unity is you and I. That's the first 3 words of unity. You and I. So when you and I can bring the TY, which is the thank you for coming, now we got unity. Now we can organize. Now we can strategize. Now we got change. And that's how you apply pressure. So I challenge y'all, and my man want to play a song and then we're going to close out. I challenge y'all to become leaders. No more looking for Minister Stratz or Desiree or Nikita or whoever to save you. Look at yourself. Because that's lazy to be like, well, the city should be doing, what are you doing? Right. Hold yourself accountable. That's step 1, too, of personal accountability. You screaming at the city council, but you ain't did nothing. You got a homeboy who racist you ain't checked, but you mad at the mayor and Michelle Fioria. And your mother voted for Trump and is racist as all can get out. What you talking about? Come on. Check the mama first. You got Michelle Fioria in the creator. Start checking self. The great philosopher, and I close, Michael Jackson said, I'm looking at the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. So again, we got to change the condition within. And when you do that, I guarantee you can change the condition without. Times are changing. Trust me. We got to rise up and continue that struggle. Michael Jackson said, I don't care if they black or white. But when that charge dropped, they don't really care about us. That's right. You hear me? So people change, people get it. When you feel it. So it's time that we stand up, take this as a moment of action. Become a leader in your own respective way. You may not be a protester, but I'm telling you, there's power in this. By doing that, we inconvenience them for a little while. Believe that. We send a message. And understand, it's not personal. That's why I said, don't spend an hour screaming at them. It's not personal. I expect police to get down like how they get down. They're not going to change. They changed it forever. They've been like this their whole life. So, spend your energy screaming at those who don't want to get out of bed and come out to these protesters. Don't be scared of police and your cousin watch you go out the house with a sign. And your mother say, alright, and then come with you scream at them. Don't scream at them. That's wasted energy. A pig's going to be a pig. Period. When you know that, you say I'm screaming. And scream at the people you got at home, because now pigs wear uniforms. So get with the pigs in your own life and clean up their savage behavior and get them to come and join you. Right. Because next week we have 3 powerful actions we need y'all at. With 4. September 4th, 7 p.m. Cashman, 7. Next Friday, September 4th, make sure you take this. Cashman Field. What's the field? Meet at Cashman Park at 7 on September 4th. Okay, they're taking that down. Then, on September 5th, at 5 o'clock, meeting at City Hall to march on Fremont Street. September 5th. And if anybody follows the Black Lives Matter page, you can get it there. I'm on Instagram, _official_stretch. Facebook Stretch status. Get these updates. That night, when they think that it's over with, we just getting started. We got a midnight action, meeting at the Bellagio Fountain. At midnight. So make some noise, y'all, for these 3 actions. It's going to go down. We're not playing around. It's time for change. We're not going to be going to march and screaming in Washington, D.C., and we got problems right here. It's time to change our own backyards and inspire us that we got the power to make change. Stop thinking you're not powerful because you are. In your power, in you is the power to make change. All of us can make a difference. Don't worship Dr. King. There's a king in you. Don't be the next king or the next, be the first whoever you are. And make that change. Before I go, we're going to do a quick play. We're going to let my man play his record. Right? Give me a right fist in the air. You're going to say, I am in your name. I am. No, let's do I. Say your name. Pledge. From this day forward. I will speak up. I will stand up. I will speak up. I will stand up. Say your name. Now let's do some house rules. If y'all was at Beyonce or old school Frankie Beverly and Mays or the Migos, y'all be doing y'all thing out loud. Give me energy. Stop playing games. Say your name. Pledge. No matter what. I will continue. To fight. Say your name. Pledge. From this day forward. I will join the movement for liberation. Say your name. Pledge. That I will study. Read. Learn. Educate. Liberate. Eradicate. In that order. Notice I didn't say order, white folks. We say order, black folks. In that order. Come on, family. In that order. Y'all look good, white folks. Pledge. Come on, we ain't done. Come on. Y'all rushing me. Stop that. Pledge. From this day forward. I will have no fear. Say your name. I want you to say your name because you are the ones that are still here. So we can say the name of those who not. So take pride in speaking over yourself. Say your name. Pledge. From this day forward. I will bring the revolution. Say your name. Pledge. From this day forward. I will organize. Mobilize. Vote. Build. Empower the community. Make some noise for yourselves. I'm gonna call all y'all personally and see if y'all did what y'all said y'all was gonna do. What's your name, King? Y'all, we gonna bring up Brother Canel. Please hold your places. We're gonna exit right. Brother Canel's gonna play a song. He said he did.
Actually, a song. It's a speech for like 6
Okay.
minutes. When I was locked up, it just came to my head and I put it down. We can go about Jesus, but we can go a little bit about the other things too. A lot of them.
So I'll be going live tomorrow morning for the mayor's neighborhood march slash protest. All right, I'm about to end this.